You would think that you could hire your neighbor who lives right beside you to do your house, providing he's a contractor.
I am extremely angry. My neighbor cheated me and treated me wrong.
Obviously, he doesn't care enough because I'm here and he's not. That is unacceptable. You can be fined $50,000.
My mom has been living like a prisoner.
Not even a rat should live this way.
She's almost lost herself in this whole process.
So remember I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly?
He's the ugly.
He's the ugly. Looking at your door handles on an angle.
Yes,
Is it Tanya? Tanya.
Yes.
Because some people like, you know, I want to make sure Tanya,
Yes.
Tanya.
Oh,
Lali?
Lali.
Nice to meet you, Lali.
See?
she's a hugger.
I'll get a hug too.
I'm a hugger too.
Oh, good bud.
Imagine everyone knows you in the neighborhood. And then the contractor moves next door. And he's been here for 7 years, and he's a nice guy, and he's fixing little things around the house, and they get to like each other. And all of a sudden, Lali hires the contractor to do a new kitchen. And 13 months later, there's no kitchen. I noticed your fridge is at the front door.
My fridge, okay, my fridge and my freezer.
Kitchen table.
Kitchen table is here, my stove is in the garage, and my dishwasher
This is usually not the spot for your kitchen table.
Typically we have flowers.
Let's take a look at your kitchen.
Let's go.
Okay, come back, I show you my kitchen that I've been living in all 13, 14 months. In April, he came in and he ripped it apart.
About 3 months it stayed like that, completely bare with the beams exposed.
This is supposed to be my kitchen.
Huh, interesting. So tell me about this. I mean, I heard it was around $26,000 he was charged. That's correct?
Yeah.
He was charging $26,000. He was gonna knock down this wall, okay?
Well, it doesn't look like it's down.
No, my real estate agent told me that everybody should have a separate kitchen, a separate dining room, and I shouldn't knock down the wall. So I said, okay, I don't want the wall knocked down anymore. So he said, okay, he'll reduce the price to $18,000.
You do realize that's $8,000 he's reduced it by, which is a very large amount for take down that small wall. How much did you give him down?
13,000.
13,000.
So altogether now it's 11,000 and change.
So why did it go to 11?
So he gave me 2 post-dated checks. Both of them bounced. So he came back and gave me $2,000 cash.
Because now the deposit
So
has
now
gone down.
the deposit's gone to 11,000.
Okay, so for
So I'm
11.
out of pocket 11,000. He kept promising, and nothing fulfilled.
Yeah.
He said the kitchen would be ready for my granddaughter's birthday. My granddaughter's birthday come and gone, didn't. Then he promised that it would be Tanya's birthday on the 23rd of August. It came and gone, nothing done. Thanksgiving, nothing done. Then he said it will be ready for Christmas. Christmas come, Christmas morning I phoned him. I said, Bruno, you're enjoying your Christmas, and I'm not. I said, I am stuck in a home where not even a rat should be. He said, oh, Lali, I'm very sorry, I'm very sorry. Your kitchen, in 2 weeks, your kitchen will be finished. I said, okay, fine. Came and gone, nothing done.
He took the kitchen out, which was probably a very small amount of cabinets, I'm gonna assume right here.
It was in this area.
He put a scratch coat down on the floor, which we haven't been recommended to do this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Just had the tile laid, and he hasn't been back since, which was how long ago, a month?
This was, about a month ago.
Okay, and he hasn't been back since. So what's he telling you? Like, I'm not coming back?
Excuses. We totally blindly trusted him. We didn't even,
He was a nice guy.
we didn't even
He
ask, like,
he was very nice.
anything.
Is he still nice?
She will say yes, and I will say no.
I don't talk to him anymore. I come in, I will see them on the driveway, and I just come straight into my garage, lock my garage door, and come in my house.
I would like to know the difference between your neighbor breaking into your house and stealing everything or taking your money from not doing the job that he promised to do. Is there a difference there? One's theft, right? For sure, that's theft. But isn't the other one theft? He didn't come back to finish it.
When we said, we're gonna sue you, like, we're gonna take some legal action, he said, oh, just stand in line, you know, I was at court last week and lost, and when she gets paid, then you'll get paid.
He's done this so many times. He's gone to court, he's lost, and he doesn't pay it. And they have to hire a lawyer to bring him back to pay it out, and he knows this.
Tanya asked him, why on earth do you treat my mom this way? And he said, you know, Tanya, it's because your mom is a nice lady. And I leave your job to do another person's job who kept bugging me all the time. I said, but that's not right. That's not right.
So, let's see. He's bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly, I'm gonna say 10 sheets of drywall for the hell of it. Yeah. At 10 sheets of drywall, he spent about $120.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit of thin set, so out-of-pocket expenses. He's gonna talk about lights. You got lights here?
Yeah,
I paid for
I don't see lights. Oh, you bought the pot lights. Okay, so he's out of pocket $200. And you gave him how much?
11,000. We didn't realize, when you put it that way, we feel really stupid.
You let me feel
I don't want
so
you to feel
ashamed of
stupid.
my stupid self.
I don't want you to feel ashamed. This is how this thing works when you're dealing with someone that doesn't know enough or care enough. And obviously he doesn't care enough because I'm here and he's not.
Yeah. I was trying to light a fire under her to get her to bother him about it, and I would go over and talk to him about it, and then she would say, stop bothering him. You know, you have to be understanding. He's in a difficult situation. And I just decided, you know what, you don't want my input, and I ended up moving out.
I call it divorce dust. I don't care if it's husband and wife or mother and daughter. It's the same thing. They start picking on each other. I should have done this. You should have done that. She moved out of the house because of this. I get it. It's what happens. Whose fault is it? The contractor. We have electrical hanging out of the floor. That's a dishwasher line right there, I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, look at, okay, this one's on the floor live. This one's not only live right there in the box, the switch was on, which makes that live. What if they touch? That is unacceptable. Do you know you can be fined $50,000 by ESA, Electrical Safety Authority, because this is your house, and you're letting somebody play with electrical without getting a permit. If someone got hurt in this house, like a child got shocked and had to go to the hospital, or someone died from touching this electrical, all hell breaks loose when someone gets hurt. As long as no one gets hurt, it's only money, right? Unacceptable.
I feel that my neighbor abused me and cheated me and treated me wrong. And I don't think I deserve it.
Your door's backwards.
This
That is not the way to put in a door. Okay.
I can't believe that.
For years and never noticed.
You see the bottom sill?
That is
That's an exterior part of your door.
oh my
That
gosh.
should be on the outside.
Yes.
That's a professional guy put my door in, he put the windows in also.
Let me show you something else that just might surprise you. You have this, we'll call it lean-to over top of it.
Yeah.
Look at all the mold you have.
Yeah.
At least it's protecting the door from driving rain, because if you have that driving rain, it's gonna come right in all these holes, okay?
Oh.
Right in the bottom track, because the bottom track runs downward inside where it's supposed to run downward outside. Not to mention,
My gosh.
if I was a thief, all I need is a little tiny screwdriver and a hammer, because I'm just gonna come right up to your door, and I'm gonna knock your pins out. Knock your pins out, and I'm gonna pull the door open this way and go inside your house.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Just so scary knowing that now when my mom's there by herself, how easy it was for somebody to come in. It's terrifying.
Okay, because he's touched that wall, that wall, that wall, that ceiling, that wall, I'm taking all of that down to see what he's done. If he was a really good guy, you would think after 13 months he'd find time here and there to come in and finish it.
As I said, I leave it in your hands.
Well, this time you're actually in good hands, because I am a man of my word. Okay, so let's get our gloves, our masks, our helmets, and let's do this safely, okay?
Okay, guys, let's get the plywood down for a bin over here. Let's get the plastic up in the doorways, and we'll get the blue down on the ground.
I agree with taking the wall down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bringing the island right around with bar stools on the other side.
Right.
Okay?
As I said, I leave it in your hands.
Good job on setting this up. This is fantastic. I love the way you've tarped everything off. So I'm curious about a few things. This used to be a smaller door or an open window in the wall. He's taken down the drywall here, taking it down here. So anything he's touched, I want to take down and look at. I want to see why he's opened this.
I figured.
I want to see why he's dropped the drywall on all 3 walls, which doesn't make sense to me, considering he didn't redo the electrical. We are going to move this wall out, because the idea is we're just gonna have a nice ramp run. It's gonna come across. We're gonna have a peninsula here, open concept into the main dining room. So let's suit up and let's pick spots. Ceiling, 2 walls, 3 walls, 4 walls.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, let's do it, boys.
Let's start on the floor over there, please. Let's start ripping up this mesh.
Watch out, guys! Sharp! Coming through!
Pigeon, watch your back, bud. You guys should never be able to rip this up that easy.
Okay, well, we've done a lot of floors with this, and this is probably the easiest one we've done so far.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna make short work for us today.
You know what? I'm glad this guy never finished the floor. It would have cracked for sure.
Look at that, I salvaged one. That's what you get for not back buttering. I'd say there wasn't a whole lot of love here.
Okay. It's, you know what? How was it long? 15 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
It's not in that bad shape, but there's some things that I do see. Somebody's taped up this electrical line. Now, I don't know if it was this contractor or someone else. So that's why they taped that up.
Okay.
But somebody's nicked that line, and what they did was they repaired it, and that's not the way to do it. See right here? Somebody's added this afterwards, because if you see the box here, it's got the plastic from the outside. Actually, it does not. Okay, so the guy takes the drywall down. We see the insulation. We see the vapor barrier. The electrical, he's gonna put it all back up, and he's gonna move the kitchen around and not move the electrical, right?
Right.
So if he sees there's no vapor barrier in behind this box, there's no vapor barrier in behind this box, there's no vapor barrier in behind this box, he's put this beam in. This is newer wood. I don't know if he did this. He's got this wood, it's probably from someone's deck, and kept it. Look at the beam itself. Does it appear to be intimate to the top? Problem that I'm seeing, the floor joist does come down, so when he's put his beam in, it's not tight up against it enough.
These two are high, they're holding it up, but you're right.
So here's what we're gonna do. Since we know we're gonna pull the door, we know we're actually going to change the electrical. Let's pull the vapor barrier, pull the insulation, and then we'll prep to redo this. Is there ever not a surprise? Let's be serious. Come on now. Is it just the kitchen when you got electrical issues, minor structural issues? I looked at the hallway and I thought, you know, how's this kitchen gonna work and tie down? Pull it up. Let's go new, all the way.
That way I could bring the tile right into the kitchen.
Which means new baseboard, new.
How do you feel?
This is a small job. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so now that we've screwed the whole floor down, I need you to do some Irish dancing here to see if there's any bounce.
Yeah, it's better already. I did the deep potatoes.
You would think that you could hire your neighbor who lives right beside you to do your house, providing he's a contractor. Pro guys don't say, I'm gonna pull your cabinets out, then we're gonna design it, then we're gonna get the cabinets. It doesn't work that way. You work together with the right people, you design it, When it's ready, you take it apart, redo it, put it back together.
Because timing is everything.
Timing is everything. Well, the kitchen is down.
That door's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's not the way to install a door. Yeah, we got a lot of mold here. I'm wondering if we just pull off the sheathing and redo it all.
Well, my initial observation is it's way too low of a slope for shingles, like we see time and time again.
Yeah.
So you see all the nails, the shingle nails are rusted. You can see there's leaks like continuously throughout, like from top to bottom.
What would you do?
Well, it's got to be resheeted. There's a lot of mold on the plywood, so sheet it and treat it like a flat roof.
So just torch down?
Yep. Well, it's just a lack of slope. I mean, it's only going to be a problem again and again in the future, right?
Now, how many times I got to say this? Read directions. On the bag of shingles, it says minimum pitch. And it tells you, we want to see a 412 pitch. For every 12 foot of length, it's 4 foot of height. That's a minimum slope we want to shingle. That's about maybe not even a 112 pitch. Don't use shingles, use a flat roof product.
Okay, here's what I need done. I want guys split up into teams, okay? Adam, you're gonna be on the roof with me up top. We're gonna strip the shingles for Steve and we're gonna resheet it today, okay? Perfect. Carl, I want you capping the water line. We don't have Martin coming in today, so I want this water line capped so we can actually start removing this wall. Guys, do not worry. It is not a load-bearing wall. I know it's a double top plate, but I don't know why they did it. Just take it down, okay? No one walks through that door because Adam and I are gonna be on the roof, okay, boys? Right. Have fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Going for this one right here, okay?
I'm nowhere near it. I'm slightly closer to it.
Okay, so I'll do this one next, okay?
Good.
Timber!
So earlier on, Damon was complaining about the bounce in the floor. He wanted us to put some thicker plywood on, make it more rigid. We're watching Sherry screw down the floor, and as we're watching her screw down the floor, we're noticing that the nails actually have a 1/16 to an 1/8 space between them. So that's showing that the nail wasn't actually holding the plywood down and making a mechanical connection between the two. So we had a loose floor that was just kind of floating and bouncing around. We're gonna glue and screw this down. The screws are gonna grab, they have sharp teeth, and it's never gonna release.
Let's get some more glue in here, please. Working on it. This is going way too slow, guys. I'm everyone's best friend till things slow down. So I want 2 people on guns, I want people bringing wood in, I want 1 person cutting, another person measuring, okay? Let's get this done. They needed a big push in there. A floor that should have taken about half an hour has dragged on now till almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Go 31 1/4, please, on that one. And I need another full sheet in. We can get another one down right now. All right, guys, let's get, oh yeah! That's the energy I want back, all right.
Everyone's working right now. We're trying to get everything done at once, so it's a good time. We got a good pace going.
Ready? There. Okay, screw it down. Next sheet. Okay, that's what I want to see. Look how fast we got that down, boys and girls. Woo-wee! Last piece. Then we can start detouring this floor, continue down the hallway with the plywood, okay? Now you can tell a homeowner did this. This wasn't a contractor that did this. This was a guy with a few beers putting a deck together. All their spans are different. There's nothing 16-inch on center, and that's why the whole thing's a little wobbly. So is it dangerous? Absolutely not, but we gotta strengthen it up. It's summertime. They're gonna be having barbecues back here, so we're gonna do our part, just strengthen the whole thing up and bring it back up to code. We're gonna be adding some bolts. We're gonna be adding some lateral structure to the whole thing and make it a lot more rigid and sturdy.
Well, the guy got halfway there. He put joist hangers in, which is a huge thing. However, he just used the standard decking screw. It's a 3-inch deck screw, and some of them are 1.5-inch decking screws, which you'd use for fence boards. We're gonna replace them with a hex head number 10 engineered screw. is going to support this, and it's going to be the way it's supposed to be.
Ride the wave, ride the wave, ride the wave. Woo! Hard work, baby.
All right, now we can have fun again. All right. Nice wave, by the way.
In all the years, I've never seen a neighbor contractor screw his neighbor in a kitchen.
Thanksgiving, nothing done. Christmas come, nothing done.
And 13 months later, there's no kitchen.
I said, what's going on with my kitchen? I need my kitchen. Not even a rat should live this way.
I want Lali to be more comfortable in her home, you know, without being reminded of that stress from the next door neighbor. So I got my guys to come up with a couple of ideas and solutions to make the backyard more comfortable and private.
Okay, good. So a bit of a blank slate here.
Absolutely. So I really want Lali and Tanya to be able to enjoy their backyard. They're family-oriented, and because of the conflict with that neighbor, they're not using their backyard. So saying that, I started fixing the deck. Then I went to privacy lattice. Then I went to the fence. I couldn't stand this fence. I want them to be able to use this back here and also enjoy it.
Yes.
We got a big brick wall here. I don't want them to see that anymore. I want them to look at their backyard and be like, you know what, I don't see that ugly building there. I don't see the neighbor that I don't like.
Okay.
Let's use the space.
As far as privacy goes, I mean, the neighbors have some existing cedars. You
Yep.
guys are taking care of this side with the
That's right.
fence. I'm actually thinking to do some nice tall pear trees across there and just block them right out. So let's get some plants. Let's get some garden beds around here.
Sounds like a good plan. Look at that. It took us 5 minutes, man.
That's it.
Awesome, buddy. I think it's gonna look great.
Now, since we're doing a row of trees for a hedge, even within the trees, you want to look for, like a hedge, you want to look for the consistency. So we're just turning the trees just to get the most width out of the foliage at the top, that way we can get some fullness to it.
So we're installing our fireproofing underlayment. So the old roof was a shingle roof on a low slope, which allowed water to get underneath and rot out the plywood. They removed that, resheeted the deck. I'm gonna install my protection board and then start putting a flat roof on it.
We're getting pretty lucky here. We've had a good couple days of weather. We got our post in. Now we're able to continue on our fence. We picked cedar for this backyard. It's a lot nicer look. It's a good wood. Naturally, it'll last longer. It's got its own natural preservatives, unlike pressure treated with chemicals and whatnot. It's a lot nicer of a finish. It's gonna match the deck nicely, which we're gonna skirt all in cedar and clean up. Be really nice.
The good thing about these pot lights that Mike's gonna like, these are gonna be LED pot lights. And the way Mike always says, bugs do not like LED, the light it gives off. They're not attracted to it. So hopefully, by putting LEDs out here, the homeowners can enjoy the deck and not worry about mosquitoes and all that surrounding them.
So the homeowner had another company come in and put in all new windows and doors. You ever seen a door installed backwards like that?
Yes, actually I have.
So how many times for you?
Well, 2 times in my lifetime.
That's not a lot, right?
That's
That
supposed
means
to
there's only a few dummies out there.
more than a few.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually the sad part.
That is just ridiculous. Every time I look at that door, you know, it makes me chuckle. We'll take the door and do a new door, and we'll give this to Habitat or something.
Sounds great to me.
I can't figure out whether or not they put the door in backwards or the house is actually built on the wrong side of the box.
right now we're just dry fitting the door to see everything fits in place, which it does. The previous door and most traditional doors, to get ventilation, you have to go down practically on your knees and lift up. And if you didn't hold on to latches, it could fall in your hands. This door right now, with a camlock, you simply unlock it, it glides up on its own practically. Simple ease. It's great for tall people like me, I love it. And also the elderly people, they don't have to put force on themselves. And the best part of it all, hinges are on the inside.
My challenge right now is I got to cut a tile right around this bottom stair tread. So what I've done is I set up a grid pattern coming across this way, then coming across this way as well, and coming back down this way, making measurements inch by inch. And I'm going to transfer over to the tile itself that I'm going to cut, give myself a nice profile. Away I go. Moment of truth.
Oh, Tyler, you're doing that cut. Oh, bud. Nice freaking job, buddy.
I just left it a little short here just so I didn't take out too much because I wanted to double check with you if you wanted me to go flush and really tight with the carpet.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm replacing this carpet. Let's peel the carpet up so you can get nice and tight. And then when he puts his carpet back down, your cut's not gonna matter as much. Okay, so that gives you lots of room to play. That is a beautiful cut, my friend. You know how hard that cut is?
Yeah, I do.
You do know.
I just did it.
I'm really impressed, buddy. Good job.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Very
it.
nice.
Stretch. Oh yeah, we got it.
So here's the cabinet color, Bob.
Let's do the massive Caesar stone layout here.
Okay.
Need 2 hands.
You want to put it down here?
Okay. So if you pick a dark color as an example, you'll have high gloss, reflective. It's higher maintenance because every finger mark, everything you put down is going to show. You go to a white color, and about 40% of what we sell these days is white, or some version of white. Then it means that your spill the juice, spill the tea, everything, those show. Higher maintenance on that end.
Right.
You go in the middle, less maintenance, easier to take care of. The busier it is, the less it shows things. Anyway, the one I thought was really exciting is the one called Cream and Morphel. So you've got the browns in it.
And look at it to the countertop, or to the cabinet as well.
And it's not glaring white, which wouldn't work as well.
Right.
And you'll get all the colors in it.
I like that a lot. Let's do that. Okay.
I'm starting to see progress, so, you know, that's good, but it's just not fast enough. Lali's been without a kitchen for over a year now. That's unacceptable. I've had my kitchen guy, Daniel, in to measure for all the cabinets, but we've got a lot of work to do before he can install them. We need to finish laying the tiles. To do it right, it takes time. Then, of course, we have to grout it. We have spray foam coming to insulate the exterior walls. And once the spray foam is done, we can put up the drywall, get a coat of mud on it. Then Daniel can put in his cabinets.
Mr. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
How are you, buddy?
Good, and you?
You got your bases and everything looks fantastic. This is looking good.
Yeah.
You like the tiles?
Beautiful.
The tiles are nice.
I love it. The color?
Yeah, and it's gonna match
It's a good
really
choice.
nicely with your cabinets. The Caesar stone's gonna come in.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick up some accents from that. Thank you, buddy. It looks
Thank you, sir.
really, really good.
Thank you very much.
All that my mom has, her kitchen consists of basically a toaster oven on a dining room chair and her kettle beside it. I feel like things are happening and things are gonna get done. She hasn't had a boiled egg in like 13 months, which I think is crazy.
This is supposed to be my kitchen.
It's hard, especially now that I'm in my own house, be in my house and be cooking and knowing that I hate talking about this kind of stuff, because she's living here and she can't make herself breakfast. She can't make herself lunch. It's like a prisoner. That's how I feel.
Well, we're on the final stretch. You know what it's like. Everyone's in there. It's like a fast food restaurant. We got electricians, we have painters, we have us. We're gonna do tile, backsplash. I mean, we gotta get everything done because we're trying to get them back in the house.
Nice fit. You guys just wing that, or did you measure it? You just guessed that, eh? This is what I like, true professionalism. It's a perfect fit. It actually so tight that they actually had to sort of squeeze it in perfectly square in order for it to work. You even look at this joint right here. Now look at that seam. These measurements are so precise, that seam disappears. It looks like it's one seamless countertop. Very well done.
I think everyone knows I'm about what's behind the wall, but you need to pay attention to the finishing. And it's all about craftsmanship, doing trim properly, how you finish off your caulking in the corners of the trim so you can paint it. If you make it look really good, it feels really good. You don't want to do all that work behind it, and then it looks ugly by cutting corners in front of it. This is really all about a perfect transition. I mean, look at our floor height compared to the original. This is right directly over the sheathing. For our tile, based on the old structure here, we had to put down a second layer of sheathing, 5/8 tongue and groove, and then a beautiful bed for the tile. We want to make sure that this tile never cracks, never fails. So I want a transition that brings us down nice and smooth so you never stub your toes. Unfortunately, a lot of people will just nail it, tack it down, and what's going to happen is, if you use the gun like we always do, this is only common nails. So the more you walk over it, you can actually manipulate it and move it. So this will tack it in place, the glue will bond it. Patience is a virtue.
You know, we have 4 painters in here. We're trying to move as fast as we can. And since it's so humid, everything's taking a little longer to dry, which only extends our day. But we ultimately want to get 3 coats on pretty much everything.
Sherry, if you can, I want you to finish this whole area here. Then I'm gonna go this way, then I'll return. I'm gonna wash this and then I'll wash my way back.
Okay.
Well, Sherry's done this enough. She knows that when we do the grouting, what we want to make sure is we fill the back side. Normally, what you want to do is wipe it 2 ways, up and down, across, as much as you can. This is where it really builds up the forearms. I love this as a nice exercise. Sherry?
That's what girls want. We want giant forearms.
Once you start to get a glaze on it, you can actually probably start washing in an area of 15 to 30 minutes. So it's a trick. It's a real technique to sponging your grout, because the first thing you want to do is make sure your grout's in. The second, you don't want to pull it out. It's sort of like wash on, wash off. And just do it lightly. Take the top part off. You leave just the right amount of moisture in the sponge. You can start to see it take shape. Good. Isn't that nice? That's some life. She's gonna fall over. Amazing what a little bit of planting, landscaping, trees, and a little bit of deck love makes a difference. The mulch, I don't think too many people know that mulch serves 3 purposes. 1, it looks really good.
Looks great.
It looks really good. 2, holds that moisture for the garden area. And we want to hold that moisture, don't allow it to dry out.
Very
3,
good. Oh, keeps the weeds down.
Keeps the weeds down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trees, tell me about the trees.
Okay, we got some pears, nice and tall.
Pears? They're pear trees.
Yes, sir. So they're gonna grow nice and tall, they're gonna get thick, they're gonna black out anything that's there. So by end of the summer, you'll get full coverage. By the end of next summer, you won't even know you have a neighbor.
And when they grow, I can come back and have a pear.
Not a fruit tree. Not a fruit tree. So.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff. Tiger lilies, dragon's breath. It's like dragon's breath doesn't breathe fire and pear trees don't grow pears.
Unfortunately.
John came in the backyard, simple little garden, simple flower hangers, couple of nice trees. They're pear trees that don't grow pears, which I'm still trying to get over that thought. So cherry trees grow pears. I'm kidding.
Okay.
And the idea of the trees is real simple. Give that camouflage in between the two that they don't have to correspond anymore. When you add these little things, look what it does. It feels good. I'm learning more and more. This is not easy, but I like doing it. Dragon's breath. Who calls a flower dragon's breath?
Yeah, you see it, Johnny?
Yeah, there's a barn door here, Damo.
You see the two barn doors? No, that's not it. And I need two of those, a WP5 and a WP6, actually. Jeez, I'd rather put together a kitchen.
2, 4, 6, 8 skilled tradesmen putting together a play center.
Anyone see a WP2?
I inquired with Damon. He requested a play center. I said I had difficulty finding an easy put-together play center. And he said, don't worry, I'll take care of it on reveal day.
I need a WP8. Yeah. What's that one, Tyler? That looks good. I'd put my kid in that. Art?
I'm just enjoying the moment.
Really? I happened to be on the other side of the fence, and I could hear the guys trying to put together a little playhouse for kids, and they're standing there like, oh no, what are we gonna do? You know what's worse? We're done. If this is gonna take you 4 hours, get back to contracting, box it up, give it to the family. It creates a family thing to put together. Makes sense to me.
I'm gonna blame the sun. I think we were all too hot. We're frustrated. It's been a long day. Wait, it's only noon. Pack it up, put it in the box. I'm out. If I'm waving the white flag on that kid's playhouse, you know, we can build a kitchen. Can I build a playhouse? Doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah, man. It's the office.
Hello? Vinny, you're fired.
To complete this kitchen and help bring the family back together again, let me tell you how much it costs. Just in the kitchen, the countertops, electrical, plumbing, insulation, the tiles on the floor, $60,800. All the lumber, the landscaping, the barbecue, the electrical, $16,640. The waste bins, the cleaners, carpet, drywall, paint, etc., $10,150 for a grand total of $87,590. And that doesn't include us.
Oh my God!
Doesn't feel like you're doing anything.
No, it's not really. It does on my side.
Someone scratched my back?
No!
Oh.
Help me.
Okay, thank you.
Help me.
Oh, that feels bad.
No.
What? Why is there an obstruction there?
I'm at the back.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna stick out a little bit. Let's leave it.
Hello? Help.
You know, I gotta tell you, I tried to meet your neighbor. I tried to talk to him, and it seems every time I'm here, he's not. However, I did have some people of mine talk to him. He's saying it hurt him, and he feels really bad, and he wants to make sure he gives you money back. That's what I heard.
Oh. Well, I'm really glad to hear that.
It's a shame he's right next door, but just ignore it. It's done. We've completed everything. It looks beautiful. I want to take you in to see it. Yeah. You can let it go. Just let it go. Today is all about family again. Forget about it. It's done. Everything's fixed. Not only is everything fixed, there's more done. And that's just because we wanted to throw in a little more love from us to them.
Everything is just behind now.
We have the future now.
Going forward.
Yeah. It's
going forward.
Doesn't that look nice?
My goodness.
What? This is your kitchen.
Oh my gosh, it's been painted.
Oh, wait a minute. This was your kitchen.
Oh my gosh. I love the tiles. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Okay, so how could I leave your old tile after doing a brand new kitchen? How could I leave it? I couldn't.
No.
But what did that mean? That means pulling everything up, doing a proper subfloor, laying tile, thresholds, all new baseboard, all new casing, cutting all the doors down. That's just out here.
Oh, new lights. Oh my God.
You excite
new
easy.
Light fixtures. Oh.
Wow, if you like this, wait till you see the kitchen.
Sorry, Mom, look at the kitchen. You have a kitchen.
I have a kitchen.
Oh my God.
I have cupboards.
That's like out of a magazine. And it's gonna be in your house.
No.
After about 200 plus reveals, I don't think I've ever had two women scream so much in my life. I mean, normally I'm explaining what's behind the walls, what we had to do, and I just went, enjoy, because they loved it.
More than I ever dream.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
That wall was easy to come down because it was not a load-bearing wall.
Oh my God.
So my idea was to put a peninsula, obviously 2 chairs, you'd have a nice serving area. Now the family comes in, right? And now you see them, you talk.
Yeah.
The kitchen should never be a box that you can't see.
I know, I hated that.
The countertop, and this is beautiful. This is Caesar stone. It's 100%
What does that
non-porous. It'll never absorb.
Because remember, the whole reason we started doing the kitchen was because the counter was rotting through. Now this will never absorb water. I love it. It's beautiful.
You know, we did so much other work in your house. I'm not even going to talk about it. This is just about a good day.
You can see there was a lot of love
and thought into every detail.
Yes, that went into this work.
Shows how much they care about their work.
And I tell you, Mike and his crew will be blessed.
Yeah.
They will be blessed.
This whole ordeal caused a slight issue between you both, right? You moved out.
I know.
So we did something extra. We wanted to do the backyard to bring you all back together again.
I hope so. We'll get back together.
So how would you like to see the backyard?
Oh, I would love to.
Let's go in the backyard. Things are getting back to normal, so it's good. It's good.
I thank Mike for that.
Lights! There's lights! Oh my gosh!
Okay, this is just a whole lot of love from my guys to you. They wanted to dress it up. Obviously, we ripped the whole roof off, redid it, gave you lights, created a little more structure so we have lateral, because that's really important. Right. We stained everything. These are LED lights. We gave you the full privacy on this end to give it back to you. You have trees on this side, and on the other side of this, if you look through, they're pear trees that do not grow pears. It's the style of tree. They just grow nice and bushy. So what happens is...
You won't be able to see it.
Yes.
I can't believe that somebody has such a big heart that can hear that somebody is in trouble and need help, and without even a question, come out and do it.
This is John, my landscaper, wanting to add a little love for you, too.
Oh my God, look how different it looks. I feel like it's a dream. Like, this is crazy good.
Better pinch me and wake me up, because I tell you, this is unbelievable.
We're done. Now, I want you to get your family back together. I want you to bring everybody in. We even bought a custom little treehouse, playhouse for the kids.
What?
I'm gonna get you to put it together, because I had 8 guys on it, and they were just stumped. So I said, you know, we'll let the family do it.
For Mike to give us our kitchen back, which is like giving us a place for us to grow our family relationships back together again. And that's priceless. That's more than anyone could ask for.
I've said it for years. Don't hire a fence guy to do your roof. Don't hire an electrician to do your plumber. Don't hire your family. Don't hire someone you know. And definitely don't hire a neighbor, because if things turn upside down, you're all of a sudden not friends anymore. And you're better to have neighbors as friends than enemies.
Oh my God, I can hear that from over there. Oh,
This was more than we ever imagined. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh, I wish I could just kiss you all.
Here, you know what? I'll kiss you.
Oh, all right.
For more information about this show, please visit hgtv.ca.